What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video we are going to discuss what my total expense was to come to Canada and to study abroad, and maybe it will help you to expect your expenses and plan your finances better. So let's start. The very first expense I had was to give IELTS exam. So I came to Canada in December 2016 and I started planning for it right when I was in 3rd or 4th semester of my college. That is in 2014. So I was preparing for IELTS during those times, and in January 2016 I gave my IELTS exam. The cost for IELTS back in 2016 was around 11,600. By the time I graduated, I was researching about programs and colleges. One of the college I got offer letter from was Centennial College, which I eventually selected as it was offering co-op. The total tuition fees for my program was $19,060, which comes to around 10 lakhs. You are allowed to pay only a partial amount initially in order to secure your seat, and you will get time to pay the rest of the amount. Once my seat was confirmed, I went to give my medicals. The charges for medicals were around 5,500 rupees. After finishing all these things, I started my GIC procedure. The cost of GIC certificate was around $10,200, but I paid $10,600 just to stay on safer side so that my GIC doesn't get rejected. So the cost for GIC in Indian rupees was around 5,30,000. Once my GIC was approved and I had all the documents like fees receipts and other things, I applied for my visa, which costed around 8,000 rupees. After a long waiting for a month or so, finally my visa got approved. So the next thing I did was to book my flight ticket. The cost for flight during those times was a lot cheaper, and I got a good deal for 54,500 rupees. At the same time, I also started preparing for the things I'll be using in Canada. Since you can't use Indian debit cards out of India, I purchased a Forex card and loaded $500 in it. And to keep some Canadian cash with me, I also purchased foreign currency to use there, which was $300. So my total Forex cost was $300 in cash and $500 in card. That is $800 or 40,000 rupees. So this is the basic and mandatory cost almost everyone who is planning to come to Canada for studies will have to manage, and the total comes to around 16,53,500 rupees. Again, remember, I had co-op, so I paid $5,000 more for my 3rd sem. If you don't have co-op and you are just studying for 1 year, then the cost will be much less and you can deduct 2.5 lakhs from this amount. So your cost will come to around 14 lakhs. These are just the basic cost which everyone who is planning to come to Canada for higher studies will have to manage. So we can think a figure of around 14 to 16 lakhs for all the expenses you will have to come and study. It may be a bit higher depending upon your program, your college, your university, or the province you are going to. Apart from this, there are also some other costs like purchasing bags, shopping for clothes, then utensils, then all the spices and food items you are going to use there, etc. I purchased 3 big bags and 1 cabin bag, and it costed me around 12,000 rupees. Then I got shoes from Woodland to use there in winters, which costed around 3,500 rupees. I didn't take too much of clothes with me, just some formals, some shirts, some t-shirts and some other couple of items. We can expect the cost for all this for around 5,000 rupees. This can go high or low depending on your preference. I also purchased a jacket, which was not a winter jacket of course, but with couple of layers it was enough to save me from low temperatures. The cost for it was around 2,000 rupees and I got it from Big Bazaar. The last thing is all the utensils and spices and other miscellaneous expenses, and this came to around 5,000 rupees. So we can expect the shopping cost to be around 30 to 40,000 rupees depending on what you are planning to take with yourself and what you are planning to purchase in Canada. So that's the whole analysis of how much I spent to come to Canada. Going back, I spent around 16,50,000 to pay for my college fees, purchase GIC, then visa procedures, medicals and all the mandatory things. And the shopping was around 30,000 rupees, so the total cost came to around 16,85,000. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If yes, don't forget to give thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.